quest to find and fish new bodies of water is often a double-edged sword. On the one hand, you have the unbridled excitement of exploring a totally unfamiliar fishery, complemented by the opportunity to analyze the lake's geography, pattern an unknown new bite, and figure it all out. On the other hand, you have the looming certainty of your own ignorance about this new place, and thus there is the unavoidable possibility that you just might catch the skunk and let this strange new body of water teach you a lesson in humility. Well, that is exactly what was on our minds as we embarked on our maiden voyage to Stagecoach Reservoir, a beautiful 771-acre impoundment that sits in northwest Colorado, a few miles east of the Flat Tops Range. Created in 1965, Stagecoach is a relatively diverse fishery, boasting loads of plump trout, a decent population of hungry pike, and even a few sporadic walleye. It was the trout that piqued our interest for this ice fishing trip, especially since the rainbows of Stagecoach have a reputation for being better than average in size and plentiful in numbers. A few straight days of calm winds and sunny skies had established a stable weather pattern, and we set out with high hopes and plenty of standard trout tackle for our 2-day trip. Come along as we search for high probability structure on a new lake and target some hefty rainbows through the ice in northwest Colorado.
Hi, I'm Mike McFarland, and welcome to the Colorado Wickedfisha. I am really stoked that you guys have joined us for today's show because we have an amazing day of ice fishing in store for you. My friend Garrett and I are taking a first-time trip to Stagecoach State Park, where we are going to explore some unknown water and hammer loads of nice rainbows through the ice. What begins as an uncertain journey to a strange new place shapes up into one of the best ice fishing trips we have ever been on. Between the perfect weather, the plentiful trout numbers, and a handful of jumbo lunkers, this is a fishing experience to remember. I'm sure excited to see what happens on the program. I hope you guys are too. Let's get wicked. You know, we're certainly hoping for a good bite. The reports coming in from that area are looking really good, very promising, with lots of 2 to 3 pound rainbows, cut bows being caught recently. So we are very hopeful, and we just got a little bit of drive left. And if this bite comes to fruition, hopefully we're gonna have a heck of an episode. So we'll see. What we're doing is fishing an arm, and we're gonna fish right at the mouth of the arm where it meets the main lake. And that is hopefully gonna help kind of channel the fish and really constrict them into that one spot and give us some good luck. Yeah. Garrett's hobbling a little bit here. He, one of his other passions here, a little bit of snowboarding, got the better of him the other day. What do you think about that, Garrett?
The things I do for fishing. I'd walk another mile if I had to.
Okay, so we just cut this hole. There's no bait down there, and you can see that line right there, guys. There's fish movement right here, right now as we speak.
Fish on.
Fish. All right.
Fish on.
Nice. Always good to have some luck at a new place for the first time. Let's just drag him up out of the hole. Yep, kind of a standard stalker rainbow here. This was probably a fall stalking. He's probably was put in around September, October. He's grown to about 13 inches, not too bad. First fish of the day. We're on the scoreboard though, right buddy?
Woo!
He's there, buddy. Yes. Yeah, not very deep, not very big either. Yeah, there's a dark rainbow. Second
Wow.
fish of the afternoon.
Really dark.
Yeah. So we're set up on a very prominent point, and really we've drilled several depths to see if we can kind of figure out where they're cruising at. And so far, with the two fish we've caught, they've been in that 12-foot hole. We have a 16 and a 20, and we may even punch a few that are in shallower. But basically the idea here is if we can get on that outward bend, that outward turn, you know, we ought to be able to find a place where the fish kind of constrict a little bit as they move from bay to bay, and hopefully increase our probability of a good bite. All right, here we go. Fishy down there. Nice. Sonar out of the way. A little bit better here. A little bit better. Another dark rainbow. You know, we've had some action, but you know, when ice fishing, it's really key to keep moving. And since we have all day tomorrow to fish, we really want to find the spot that's going to be like our go-to. And it's like Garrett said, you know, he doesn't feel like he's found his hole, right buddy?
I haven't found my hole yet. We're still looking.
So Garrett and I have moved. We've come to our second location, and you know, basically, again, we have a very prominent point that has a nearly 180-degree bend from one long finger-like cove into the next one. And you know, any fish that wants to move from bay to bay in that situation has to kind of come around this point. So we're going to target this area. It's 18 feet of water is the first hole, which seems like a pretty decent depth for rainbows. So I'm optimistic, and ultimately on a 2-day trip like this, you know, we're getting here pretty late, getting on the ice around 2 p.m. What we really want to do is, you know, find out where tomorrow's honey hole is going to be. So we're doing some recon, putting in the work, and hopefully tomorrow it's going to be very straightforward. We're going to get out here early and crush them.
I'm gonna be lowering the bait down, and we're hoping to see some action coming off the bottom there. You can see moving through about 7 feet now is my bait. And the other bold line, the second one, is the weight. I always keep a pretty heavy weight above my presentation. Oh, here, that was a fish coming up. You guys saw that. Here we go.
Got him. It's a big one. It's a big one, Garrett. All right, guys, fish on. Gotta like it. Whoa! Nice, strong fish here. Can't tell if he's very big. He's just aggressive. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah. Oh! Yeah! I don't know if you guys saw that, but he popped at the hole, and that's when you just reach in and you wrangle him right out of there.
What a nice fish.
That's the best fish of the day by a long shot. We got ourselves a fat bow now. We're starting to get into that 16, 17, and just some weight, 2-pounder. Yeah. You don't let a fish like that go. You got to get those hands wet.
And you can really see it's very obvious on his sonar. There's the fish right on his bait. That little faint line above is his swivel weight setup, and there's the fish on the bait. So we know he's pecking around down there. He's interested. He's just not wanting to commit. There he is again. Came right back up to it. Very interested.
Okay, guys, Garrett just locked into one here. He's hand lining it. Looks like a pretty good one. Another dark stalker bow. Look at this one. Wow. Let's take a look at that fish.
It's just a little stalker bow. Enough to get me started though.
Kind of neat though how dark he is. We've had a lot of dark fish here. Amazing. All right guys, another fish. He came up about 12 feet off the bottom. I'm in 19 feet of water. He came up to 7 or 8 feet. Check it out. Let's get that sonar out of the way. Another quality fish here. And we have certainly found the spot. These are some dark males that appear to be kind of prepping for the spring spawn already. All right, guys, Garrett's got one here for sure. Let's see how we're looking. Oh, nice, Garrett. All right. Woo! Sunset fishing. Woo! Yee-hoo! All right, baby, sunset on the ice here. Northern Colorado. Oh yeah. I don't think this one's gonna be too much of a slouch. Nope. It's a lonker. Woo! The sunset bite is on. And this is what we were hoping for. You know, we're getting into that 2-3 pound class of fish. And it just doesn't get any better to come to a new body of water and have this kind of luck. I mean, holy moly. I know I keep saying that, but it is the truth. And I know Garrett's thrilled to be here, and I think tomorrow we've got, you know, a good 10-hour day of fishing ahead of us yet. So we've already had a tremendous time. And look at his little hook. You got a little hook there, that rainbow does on the bottom jaw there. Little hook jaw action. You know, we moved and we had a lot of success here in the late evening. And now that it's officially dark out here, we're gonna get going. So what a great little time, and I can't wait to get back here in the morning. Yeah.
At first light on our second day, we set out from the nearby town of Oak Creek on a mission to return to our previous day's honey hole. An amazing first afternoon of recon fishing had led us to a high probability spot, and we were confident that it would continue to deliver great results on day 2.
Fish on.
All right, guys, we've only been fishing 5 minutes. Garrett locked into one here, giving him a little bit of a fight. Always good to get that first fish of the day, huh, buddy? Been on the ice now 5 minutes. Oh, he's got some feist. You might not want to hoist him too dramatically here. We got a pretty good lip of ice to contend with. We don't want to. You always want to be careful when ice fishing not to lose the fish at the lip of ice. Nice, Garrett. It's a chubby little rainbow, huh?
Not too bad.
Yeah, buddy. Way to start the day off, man.
First fish.
Yeah. Let's get a look at fish number 1 of day 2. right, guys, the sonar was busy, and sure enough, Garrett got to watch this one swim right up, smacked his bait, and away we go on fish number 2. This one's pulling a little drag, huh?
He might have a little bit of size to him.
Uh-oh. Is he caught on the ice?
He just doesn't want to come up.
Whoa, he's just nosing down. It's a good problem to have, Garrett. Whoa!
He's got some size.
Yeah, this could be a girthy one. Exciting. All right, man. How cool. Yeah, this one's putting up a good fight for you, buddy. All right, guys, stay tuned here. I think this is going to end up being a decent fish. Feel a little... Oh, wow. It's a good fish, isn't it? All right, so, you know, typical in ice fishing for trout, you guys, they get up near the hole, and right when they see that hole, that cylinder up through the ice, they freak right out and take a run, and that is very much the case with this fight. I think we have a pretty substantial fish, don't we?
I think so.
Yeah. So you can see what Garrett's doing here, guys. He's making micro adjustments on the drag, and that's a really good thing to be doing as you play a fish. You want to make sure it's set just right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, make sure you don't lose him here at the hole. Let's get a hand under him. Here we go, guys. Hand line time. Wow! Come on, Garrett. Yeah! Woo-wee! Wow! An early morning biggie. Holy moly!
Good 2.5, 3 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, that's a 2.5, 3 pounder, no doubt whatsoever. Great fish, Garrett. How's he feel? Gonna be another good one?
He's not small, but he's not the size of that last 20 incher.
He's not, huh? Okay, I got interest on mine.
He's small.
That's not a bad fish, though. That's not a bad fish at all, buddy. We're happy with that. Look at the fish schooling on the graph here, guys. Look at that. That straight line's my bait, and all that cluster around it is the school. Look at it. It's thick. I'm gonna get a hit here. I'm gonna get a hit. Boom.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Double.
That's fish on style. Yeah.
Double.
All right, Garrett, you're several fish into your day. How's this one feeling?
He's got a little head turn to him.
Does he? Okay, okay.
Caught up in the gnar.
They love the sonar, don't they? They like the sonar almost as much as they like the bait.
He's feisty. Or she. Not bad.
Not bad at all. Wow, nice 15er. How you feeling, Garrett?
This is a nice fat little fish.
I would say you're the man of the hour right now, buddy.
They're stout. He's pretty good. He's got some head tug.
He certainly had a big signature on the sonar. Oh, it's a nice fish. It's a nice chunky. Yeah, Garrett. Wow, dark male. Not a bad fish, huh?
He looks good.
That is a sweet one. Got good colors. Very rosy. I love the rosy gill plate and then the stripe. Beauty, Garrett. Well done, man. You are having a heck of a day. Okay, guys, so you can see two fish. One shot all the way up to the weight. The other one came up to the bait line. And check it out. Fish on.
Fish on.
Yeah, Garrett. All right. Dark one. We got a dark male.
Look at how crazy the sonar is with trout right now. They are schooling. This is incredible.
Got one.
And ooh, Garrett with a fish on right then.
It's big.
Wow. That was incredible. They just came out of nowhere onto the sonar. And Garrett capitalized like he's been doing all day long. It's a nice one, Garrett. Make sure you get under him. Wow! This is just incredible. Wow, Garrett. What a phenomenal fish. Here, turn towards me a little because that light's a little rough behind you. Oh, man.
I should just spit the lure.
Look at that. Beefcake trout.
Gear check.
That big trout slammed this lure.
Well, and that's the funny thing, you know, we've been going finesse and small, and you decided to break that routine and go with basically, you know, a good-sized jigging spoon with a huge crawler on it, and wow, it paid off.
Results.
Every single fish that I've caught have come basically on 2 baits, and that's those top 2 baits you see there in my hand. And the top one, you know, is just basically a soft plastic paddle tail that I rigged onto a lead head jig. And then below that is, of course, a rat finky, which is a very popular ice fishing bait. That happens to be a glow-in-the-dark chartreuse one. And then Garrett has caught almost every one of his fish, and he is having a tremendous day. He has caught almost all of his fish on a real finesse rig, which is that tiny little treble hook you see on the bottom. And he essentially is just dressing a worm on that, so it just looks like it's a worm floating in the water, and they are just hammering it.
Came out to some deeper water, and there's some suspending fish here. Take that. Take it. Yeah.
Nice. Any size?
Yeah, it feels decent. I mean, this is a nice medium heavy ice rod. Oh yeah, not bad at all. Sonar out of the way. Yeah, a little thrasher. Whoa. Yeah. Nice fish, kind of a chunky little bow. And he slammed the old HD Ice jigging lure, which is got a nice little rattle to it, and I dressed it up with a worm, and that's what you got. Nice fish. Stoked.
See you there, buddy. Have a nice day.
We continued our angling success even through high pressure and midday sun. Fishing into the afternoon, we landed dozens of nice rainbows, and it was apparent that this was one of the hottest bites we had ever experienced on ice.
Wow, I just had a huge fish slam it, guys. Wow. So I upped my presentation size.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my God, dude.
Okay, ready?
He's the biggest.
Woo! 20-inch rainbow.
Yeah.
All of 3 pounds anyway. Holy moly, look at this fish.
That's quite a specimen.
Wow, I could just tell by the way he hit it. He raced for it, he smashed it, and I am excited.
Wow.
We had to come outside to get a beautiful outdoor shot of this fish. You know, ice fishing, I haven't gotten too many 20-inch rainbows, and I am so excited. I mean, that's just, what an absolute hog. Look at this fish. So it feels like we could have back-to-back big ones here. Garrett just hooked into another one. I mean, this is 1 minute after the previous fish, you guys. 1 minute, sonar's out of the way now. What do we got?
He's biggin'.
Oh, it's a big one. Come on, G, you're gonna land this one. Garrett with a big fish possibility here. Wow! 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 They got to have a great nutrient base, you know, a lot of forage in this lake for them to get like this. This is just an amazing fish, you know, and similar to other great rainbow fisheries in the state, I think the pike population probably helps weed out a lot of the weaker rainbows. And you end up with these really hardy, big fatties that live on. Garrett, this is an incredible fish. This one's not going to be a slouch. Yeah, a little bit of a fighter.
Got some rod bend.
Trying to get under the lip of the ice there. Whoa! Oh, come on there, friend.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah! All right, guys, you can see there's a school here on the sonar. Did you get him, Garrett?
Nope. It's a good hit there.
Oh, here he comes. He's right with you, buddy. Yeah, did you get him?
Got him that time.
Yeah. Awesome work. How's he feel?
He feels pretty good. Yeah. He's got some pull.
Yeah, Garrett, you excited about that rainbow?
Nice fish.
Holy moly. So that's our 6th real big fish, guys. And, you know, we're probably going to be wrapping it up here pretty soon. And this is a pretty nice way to send us off. Just incredible, remarkable. Nice catch. Well, guys, thank you for joining us today on the Colorado Wickedfisha. I'm really glad you could come along as we explored a totally new lake. You know, it's always a little bit nerve-wracking to go just out on a whim and try a new body of water. And what we really did is we tried to focus on high probability areas that tend to channelize the fish and concentrate the fish. Outward bends, inward turns, things like that. And really, we hit the jackpot. On our 2nd location, we started crushing fish. We patterned them quickly, and it was just amazing. I mean, what do you think about this fishery?
A lot of time when you go to a new lake, you don't really know where to go or what you're going to catch or what tackle you need.
Yeah.
So you really have to learn the lake. And I thought we were really lucky to come out here to figure out what the fish were biting on and be lucky enough to land in a spot where they were there. And then we really crushed them.
Well, and then the quality of the fish too. I mean, what about some of the big fish you caught? I mean, it's amazing.
20+ inch fish, and we caught more than a handful, and then lots of, I mean, bigger than average fish. And I also say that, you know, we never really had a dead period. It kind of lulled out around noon.
It was steady. It was steady on quality fish. We were able to pattern them. Awesome job, Garrett.
Wicked fishing.
That's wicked fishing, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.